Hamlet by William Shakespeare, Act 3, Scene 2. A hole in the castle. Enter Hamlet and certain players. Hamlet, speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounce it to you, trippingly on the tongue. But if you mouth it, as many of your players do, I had as lief the town crier spoke my lines. Nor do not soar the air too much with your hand, thus, but use all gently. For in the very torrent, tempest, and, as I might say, whirlwind of passion, you must acquire and beget a temperance that may give it smoothness. Oh, it offends me to the soul to hear a robustious, periwig-pated fellow tear a passion to tatters, to wear rags to split the ears of their groundlings, who, for the most part, are capable of nothing but inexplicable dumb shows and noise. I would have such a fellow whipped for over the intermagant. It out Herod's Herod. Pray you avoid it. First player, I warrant your honor. Hamlet. Be not too tame neither, but let your own discretion be your tutor. Suit the action to the word to the action, with this special observance, that you overstep not the modesty of nature, for anything so overdone is from the purpose of playing, whose end, both at the first and now, was and is to hold as it were the mirror up to nature. To show virtue her own feature, scorn her own image, and the very age and body of the time his form and pressure. Now this overdone, or come tardy off, though it make the unskilful love, cannot but make the judicious grieve, the censure of the which one must in your allowance overweigh a whole theatre of others. Oh, there be players that I have seen play and heard others praise, and that highly, not to speak it profanely, that neither having the accent of Christians, nor the gait of Christian, pagan, or man, have so strutted and beloved that I have thought some of nature's journeymen had made men and not made them well. They imitated humanity so abominably. First player. I hope we have reformed that indifferently with us, sir. Hamlet, or reform it altogether, and let those that play your clowns speak no more than is set down for them. For there be of them that will themselves laugh, to set on some quantity of barren spectators to laugh too, though in the meantime some necessary question of the play be then to be considered. That's villainous, and shows the most pitiful ambition in the fool that uses it. Go make you ready. Exit players. Enter Polonius, Rosencrantz, and Guildenstern. How now, my lord? Will the king hear this piece of work? Polonius, and the queen too, and that presently. Hamlet, bid the players make haste. Exit Polonius. Will you too have to hasten them? Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. We will, my lord. Exit Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Hamlet. What, Horatio? Enter Horatio. Horatio. Here, sweet lord, at your service. Hamlet. Horatio, thou art even as just a man, as ever my conversation coped withal. Horatio. O my dear lord. Hamlet. Nay, do not think I flatter, for what advancement may I hope from thee, that no revenue hast by thy good spirits to feed and clothe thee? Why should the poor be flattered? Nor let the candid tongue lick absurd pomp, and crook the pregnant hinges of the knee, where thrift may follow fawning. Dost thou hear? Since my dear soul was mistress of her choice, and could of man distinguish her election, had sealed thee for herself, for thou hast been as one in suffering all that suffers nothing, a man that fortune buffets and rewards has done with equal thanks, and blessed are those whose blood and judgment are so well commingled that they are not a pipe for fortune's finger to sound what stops she please. Give me that man that is not passion's slave, and I will wear him in my heart's core, aye, in my heart of heart, as I do thee. Something too much of this. There is a play tonight before the king. One scene of it comes near the circumstance which I have told thee of my father's death. I pray thee, when thou deceased that active food, even with the very command of thy soul, observe mine uncle, if his occulted guilt do not itself unkennel in one speech. It is a damned ghost that we have seen, and my imaginations are as foul as Vulcan's steady. Give him heedful note, for I mine eyes will rivet to his face, and after we will both our judgments join in censure of his seeming. Horatio, well, my lord, if you steal out the wise, it displays plain, and escape detecting, I will pay the theft. Hamlet, they are coming to the play, I must be idle. Get you a place. Danish march, a flourish, enter king, queen, Polonius, Ophelia, Rosencrantz, Guildenstern, and others. King. How fares our cousin Hamlet? Hamlet, excellent in fate. Of the chameleon's dish, I eat the air, promise crammed, you cannot feed capons so. King, I have nothing but this answer. Hamlet, these words are not mine. Hamlet, no, nor mine now, the Polonius. My lord, you played once in the university, you say. Polonius, that did I, my lord, and was accounted a good actor. Hamlet, what did you enact? Polonius, I did enact Julius Caesar. I was killed in the Capitol, Brutus killed me. Hamlet, it was a brute part of him to kill so capital a calf there. Be the players ready? Rosencrantz, aye, my lord, they stay upon your patience. Queen, come hither, my dear Hamlet, sit by me. Hamlet, no, good mother, here's metal more attractive. Polonius to the king, oh, do you mark that? Hamlet, lady, shall I lie in your lap? Lying down at Ophelia's feet. Ophelia, no, my lord. Hamlet, I mean my head upon your lap. Ophelia, aye, my lord. Hamlet, do you think I meant country matters? Ophelia, I think nothing, my lord. Hamlet, that's a fair thought to lie between maids' legs. Ophelia, what is my lord? Hamlet, nothing. Ophelia, you are merry, my lord. Hamlet, who, I? Ophelia, I, my lord. Hamlet, oh God, you're only jig maker. What should a man do but be merry? For look you how chiefly my mother looks, and my father died within these 2 hours. Ophelia, nay, 'tis twice 2 months, my lord. Hamlet, so long? Nay then, let the devil wear black, for I'll have a suit of sables. Oh heavens, died 2 months ago and not forgotten yet. Then there is hope a great man's memory may outlive his life half a year. But by Our Lady he must build churches then, or else shall he suffer not thinking on, with the hobby horse, whose epitaph is for the hobby horse is forgot. Trumpet sound, the dumb show enters. Enter a king and a queen very lovingly, the queen embracing him and he her. She kneels and makes show of protestation unto him. He takes her up and declines his head upon her neck, lays him down upon a bank of flowers. She, seeing him asleep, leaves him. Anon comes in a fellow, takes off his crown, kisses it, pours poison in the king's ears, and exits. The queen returns, finds the king dead, and makes passionate action. The poisoner, with some 3 or 4 mutes, comes in again, seeming to lament with her. The dead body is carried away. The poisoner woos the queen with gifts. She seemed lost and unwilling awhile, but in the end accepts his love. Exit. Ophelia, what means this, my lord? Hamlet, Mary, this is Mike in Mallico. It means mischief. Ophelia, belike this shows imports the argument of the play. Enter prologue. Hamlet, we shall know by this fellow. The players cannot keep counsel, they'll tell all. Ophelia, will they tell us of what this show meant? Hamlet, aye, or any show that you'll show him. Be not you ashamed to show, he'll not shame to tell you what it means. Ophelia, you are not, I'll mark the play. Prologue, for us and for our tragedy, here stoop into your clemency. We beg your ear impatiently. Hamlet, is this a prologue or the party of a ring? Ophelia, 'tis brief, my lord. Hamlet, as woman's love. Enter the king and a queen. Player king. Full 30 times had Phoebus' cart gone round, Neptune's sought wash and tails orbed ground, and 30 dozen moons with borrowed sheen about the world have times 1230's been, since love our hearts and Hymen did our hands unite commutual in most sacred bands. Player queen. So many journeys may the sun and moon make us again count over ere love be done. But who is me? You are so sick of late, so far from cheer and from your former state, that I distrust you. Yet though I discomfort you, my lord, it nothing must. For women's fear and love holds quantity in neither aught or in extremity. Now what my love is, proof hath made you know, and as my love is ceased, my fear is so. Where love is great, the littlest doubts are fear. Where little fears grow great, great love grows there. Player king, fate, I must leave thee, love, and shortly too. My open powers their functions leave to do, and thou shalt leave in this fair world behind, honored, beloved, and happily one as kind. For husband shalt thou. Player queen. O confound rest. Such love must needs be treason in my breast, and second husband let me be accursed. None met the second, but who killed the first. Hamlet aside. Wormwood. Player queen. The instances that second marriage move are base respects of thrift, but none of love. A second time I kill my husband dead, and second husband kisses me in bed. Player king, I do believe you think, but now you speak. But what we do determine, oath we break. Purpose is but the slave of the memory of violent birth, but poor validity, which now, like fruit unripe, sticks on the tree, but fall unshaken when they mellow be. Most necessary it is that we forget to pay ourselves that what to ourselves is death. But to ourselves in passion we propose. The passion ending, doth the purpose lose. The violence of either grief or joy their own natures with themselves destroy. Where joy most revels, grief doth most lament. Grief joys, joy grieves on slender accident. This world is not for aye, no, it is not strange, that even our laws should with our fortunes change. For it is a question left us yet to prove, whether love lead fortune, or else fortune love. The great man down, you mark his favorite flies. The poor advanced makes friends of enemies, and neither to doth love and fortune tend. For who not needs shall never lack of friend, and who in want of hollow friend doth try, directly seasons him his enemy. But orderly to end where I began, our wills and fates do so contrary run, that our devices still are overthrown. Our thoughts are ours, their ends none of our own. So think do with no second husband wed, but died thy tools when thy first lord is dead. Player Queen. Nor earth to me give food, nor heaven light, sport and repose like from me day and night. To desperation turn my trust and hope, and anchors cheer in prison be my scope. Each opposite that blanks the face of joy, meet what I would have well, and it destroy. Both here and hence pursue me last in strife. If once a widow, ever I be a wife. Hamlet to Ophelia. If she should break it now, Player King, 'tis deeply sworn, sweet, leave me here awhile. My spirits grow dull, and fain I would beguile the tedious day with sleeps. Player Queen, sleep rock thy brain, and never come mischance between us twain. Hamlet, how like you this exit? Hamlet, Madam, how like you display? Queen, the lady protests too much, meetings. Hamlet, oh, but she'll keep her word. King, have you heard the argument? Is there no offense in it? Hamlet, no, they do but jest, poison in jest, no offense in the world. King, what do you call the play? Hamlet, the Mousetrap. Mary, how? The tropically. This play is the image of a murder done in Vienna. Gonzago is the duke's name, his wife Baptista. You shall see anon. 'Tis an lavish piece of work, but what of that? Your Majesty, and we that have free souls, it touches us not. Let the gold jade wince, our withers are unwrung. Enter Lucianus. This is one Lucianus, nephew to the king. Ophelia, you are a good chorus, my lord. Hamlet, I could interpret between you and your love if I could see the puppet stallion. Ophelia, you are keen, my lord, you are keen. Hamlet, it would cost you a groaning to take off my edge. Ophelia, still better and worse. Hamlet, so you mistake your husbands. Begin, murderer, pugs, leave thy damnable faces, and begin. Come, the croaking raven doth below for revenge. Lucianus, Thoth's black hands have drugs fit and time a green. Confederate season, as no creature seen. Thou mixture rank of midnight meads collected, with decade span thrice blasted, thrice infected. Thy natural magic and dire property, unwholesome life usurp immediately. Pours the poison into the sleeper's ears. Hamlet, he poisons him in the garden of his first state. His name's Gonzago, the story is extant and written in very choice Italian. You shall see anon how the murderer gets the love of Gonzago's wife. Ophelia, the king rises. Hamlet, what? Frighted with false fire? Queen, how fares my lord? Polonius, give o'er the play. King, give me some light away. Give me some light away. All, lights. Exit all but Hamlet and Horatio. Hamlet, why, let the stricken deer go weep. The heart ungold play, for some must watch, while some must sleep. So runs the world away. Would not this serve in a forest of feathers if the rest of my fortunes turned Turk with me, with 2 provincial roses on my raised shoes? Get me a fellowship in a cry of players, sir. Horatio, half a share. Hamlet, a whole one, aye. For thou dost know, a demon dear, this realm dismantled was, of Jove himself, and now reigns here a very, very pajak. Horatio, you might have rhymed. Hamlet, oh good Horatio, I'll take the ghost's word for £1,000. Didst perceive? Horatio, very well, my lord. Hamlet, upon the talk of the poisoning? Horatio, I did very well note him. Hamlet, aha, come, some music, come, the recorders. For if the king like not the comedy, why then be like he likes it not per thee? Come, some music. Enter Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Guildenstern. Good my lord, vouchsafe me a word with you. Hamlet, sir, a whole history. Guildenstern. The king, sir. Hamlet. Aye, sir, what of him? Guildenstern is in his retirement marvelous distempered. Hamlet. With drink, sir? Guildenstern. No, my lord, rather with choler. Hamlet, your wisdom should show itself more richer to signify this to the doctor. For me to put him to his purgation would perhaps plunge him into far more choler. Guildenstern, good my lord, put your discourse into some frame and start not so wildly from my affair. Hamlet, I am tame, sir, pronounce. Guildenstern, the queen, your mother, in most great affliction of spirit, has sent me to you. Hamlet, you are welcome. Guildenstern, nay, good my lord, this courtesy is not of the right breed. If it shall please you to make me a wholesome answer, I will do your mother's commandment. If not, your pardon and my return shall be the end of my business. Hamlet, sir, I cannot. Guildenstern, what, my lord? Hamlet, make you a wholesome answer. My wit's diseased. But, sir, such answer as I can make you shall command, or rather, as you say, my mother, therefore no more. But to the matter, my mother, you say? Rosencrantz, then thus she says, your behavior had struck her into amazement and admiration. Hamlet, oh wonderful son, that can so astonish a mother. But is there no sequel at the heels of this mother's admiration? Rosencrantz, she desires to speak with you in your closet ere you go to bed. Hamlet, we shall obey, were she 10 times our mother. Have you any further trade with us? Rosencrantz, my lord, you once did love me. Hamlet, and so I do still, by these pickers and stealers. Rosencrantz, good my lord, what is your cause of this temper? You do surely bar the door upon your own liberty if you deny your griefs to your friend. Hamlet, sir, I lack advancement. Rosencrantz, how can that be, when you have the voice of the king himself for your succession in Denmark? Hamlet, aye, sir, but while the grass grows, the proverb is something musty. Re-enter the place with recorders. Oh, the recorders, let me see one. To withdraw with you, why do you go about to recover the wind of me, as if you would drive me into a toil? Guildenstern, oh my lord, if my duty be too bold, my love is too unmannerly. Hamlet, I don't well understand that. Will you play upon this pipe? Guildenstern, my lord, I cannot. Hamlet, I pray you. Guildenstern, believe me, I cannot. Hamlet, I do beseech you. Guildenstern, I know no touch of it, my lord. Hamlet, 'tis as easy as lying. Govern these vantages with your finger and thumb, give it breath with your mouth, and it will discourse most eloquent music. Look you, these are the stops. Guildenstern, but these cannot I command to any utterance of harmony. I have not the skill. Hamlet, why, look you now how unworthy a thing you make of me. You would play upon me, you would seem to know my stops, you would pluck out the heart of my mystery. You would sound me from my lowest note to the top of my compass. And there is much music and excellent voice, and this little organ, yet cannot you make it speak. Splot, do you think I'm easier to be played on than a pipe? Call me what instrument you will, though you can fret me, you cannot play upon me. Enter Polonius. God bless you, sir. Polonius, my lord, the queen would speak with you, and presently. Hamlet, do you see yonder cloud that's almost in shape of a camel? Polonius, by the mass, and 'tis like a camel indeed. Hamlet, methinks it is like a weasel. Polonius, it is backed like a weasel. Hamlet, or like a whale. Polonius, very like a whale. Hamlet, then will I come to my mother and by. They fool me to the top of my band. I will come by and by. Polonius, I will say so. Exit. Hamlet, by and by is easily said. Leave me, friends. Exit all by Hamlet. Exit all but Hamlet. 'Tis now the very witching time of night, when churchyards yawn and hell itself breathes out contagion to this world. Now could I drink hot blood, and do such bitter business as the day would quake to look on. Soft now to my mother, O heart, lose not thy nature. Let not ever the soul of Nero enter this firm bosom. Let me be cruel, not unnatural. I'll speak daggers to her, but use none. My tongue and soul in this be hypocrites. How in my words somever she be shent, to give them seals never my soul consent. Exit. And scene 2. Thank you for listening.